when I meet somebody with a repertoire like yours, I just think it's an amazing opportunity.
That's good stuff. I used to play at Tulane. They had a rat skeller there, but then the drinking age changed.
Yes, the
But when
Rathskeller.
the rat, yeah, and it
The
was
Rathskeller, yes.
yeah, it was in the student center, and we set up and played. That would have been 1981, I think, 40 years ago.
Wow. And you have how many? You have 20 albums?
I have 20 albums out, and then I was in a band called the Heart Fixers before that. That's the band that played at Tulane, and we put out 4 albums. So, but those were just vinyl. It was before the era of CDs, and they kind of, died. Those sort of like being in the silent movies, and then when the talkies started, the silent movies started. So those albums were relegated to obscurity, and hell, maybe we should press them up again because we're doing vinyl, like on the new album. It's in vinyl.
Hey, the timing is amazing, isn't it? I mean, your new album comes out on what, the 21st?
It comes out a week from tomorrow. Yes.
Wow, and it's one thing to have one album; it's another thing to have two. But 20? I mean,
I still get excited when they arrive, when they first come, and I unbox them and look at them, and I still get all excited. I think if I ever lose that excitement, I should just hang it up.
and did help me out. Now I know a little bit about guitars, not much, but I think I saw a Strat.
Oh yeah.
And then I also saw it's hollow body. You've got
like the BB King guitar, 345, 345.
I don't think I've ever heard the term feral rock.
Feral, like a feral cat.
Yeah, feral
in the
rock.
wild, and that was from a quote from a magazine years ago, and they keep using it, and I don't mind really.
Oh, and so Devil May Care. And
yes.
Is this a brainchild of the COVID period where you just couldn't play anywhere, and you said, hey, I still want to perform, but nobody's booking anybody because of this horrible disease?
Well, actually, yes, I think that one would have to be somewhat devil may care to be going on tour in the midst of this, but actually it wasn't really that preconceived. It was just an expression that I thought really fit the music on this particular album.
Okay. And how you continue to come up with new songs, and I mean that's just specific to the artist, but I mean I have to hand it to you. That is amazing. Well, I noted the feral blues reference, and I guess if we understand the performance, it's not just Tinsley Ellis. You have a number of band members as well, right?
Yes, I've got a band with me, and we'll be doing focusing on the new album.
Okay.
Playing, if not every song off of it, but pretty much all the whole album, and then playing some songs that I'm known for over the years from the other albums, kind of cherry picking those to come up with a nice blend of old and new.
Well, I mean, this sounds really great. I think people are going to love. And this tour, how long is this tour going to be? Are you talking about weeks or months?
Well, the initial, we have about 50 shows scheduled, and those will be added to as the summer festivals start booking. So it's
Wow.
going to be a very busy year. Certainly busier than last year, where I didn't do a single concert. We just kept scheduling and rescheduling, and so we moved everything to 2022, thinking, okay, well, this is a safe time to move it to, and I'm not sure that we were correct on that one, but I zig, and the pandemic, the virus zags, so trying to outrun it.
Tinsley, how in the world do you get up for 30 or 40 or 50 shows? I mean, it's one thing to, you love your music, but I mean, it isn't that that's, that's quite a bit of energy to do 40, 50, 60 shows.
Well, they're spaced out over the course of 2 or 3 months, so it's not like we're playing every night. And of course, on the nights that we're not playing, a lot of times we're driving to play somewhere. So
okay,
yeah, and I haven't done it in a while. I'm 2 years older than the last time I did it, and I'm hoping, I'm thinking I can still do it, and
you'll do this until you're 80, won't you?
in some form, yes. Probably not stringing together week after week after week of 6 nights a week. Probably won't do that, but yeah, I'll keep doing it. Yeah, the drummer has been with me for about 10 years.
Wow.
And then the keyboardist has been working with me in the studio for about 10 years, and then the bass player is new.
Wow. How do you keep people after 10 or 12 years? That's an accomplishment.
Yeah, I don't usually. Usually people do it for a few years and then stay more local. It's hard to get.
You are this back in the 80s. You were playing in the 80s. You'll mention that. Hey, you've got some influences from the Allman Brothers as well, huh?
Oh yeah, I love the Allman Brothers, and I've been fortunate enough to be able to guest with them on stage and play with Dickie Betts and Warren Haynes and Derek Trucks, and I've guested with the Greg Allman Band, and I've guested just with Dickie Betts as well. So it's really nice to be able to trade licks with my heroes.
Wow. Well, I certainly appreciate you taking the time to. That's interesting. You call them the heroes. So there's probably a number of people that consider you a hero. I mean, 20 albums. There's just not that many people that have produced 20 albums over this kind of a space of time.
That's probably true. I've done basically one every other year on average, and that seems about the right amount of time to put out albums. And I'm hoping I'm able to continue to do that. And now they're on vinyl too, which is really cool. Vinyl, CD, and online. And with the online music, the store never closes.
Yeah. Well, it sounds to me like the demand for Tinsley Ellis it hasn't closed. I mean, to have that many venues what do you say? Over a year, do you think this latest tour is going to be?
Oh, it'll be for the whole year, yes. And
okay.
I've always toured year round in any weather conditions possible, and so that hasn't happened the past 2 years, but we anticipate we're rolling the dice and thinking that I will be able to stay out ahead of it and establish a protocol of safety and stuff like that for ourselves on the road.
Forge. Any additional thoughts before we get to see you in person?
Well, I do like to always encourage people to visit my website, tinsleyellis.com.
Okay.
And on that website, you can see where we're playing. Maybe people would have friends in other places. We're going coast to coast with it. So people would have friends in other places. And also, we have all the merchandise, autograph copies of older CDs and album, vinyl albums that we mail order to people. In fact, after this interview, I'll be heading over to the local post office here to mail stuff.
Vinyl. That's so funny to hear it now.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Well, thanks again for taking the time to speak with us. It's kind of I guess maybe we should call you a legend. We don't know you well, but I love the way I love the Devil May Care latest, the name of the album. And it sounds like somebody's been cooking up some good stuff for Clifton Forge. I think, people, that kind of guitar and with the background, the band that you're going to have, I just think it's going to be a great performance.
Thank you, my friend.
Thanks again for speaking with us. Bye now.
Take care.
Yes, sir.